parts of it get really grindy and kind of slow down the plot. I'm like, I don't want to grind right now. I want to find out what happens next. The
Yeah.
story is so good. You like don't want to grind so you can keep going and experience the story.
Yeah, and then like once you do grind and then you accidentally use the item on something you shouldn't use, the wrong equipment, and then you're like, fuck, I have to grind all over again.
Yeah.
That's what I do a lot in 10.
Or if you're playing like older Final Fantasy games and you grind a job that turns out to be useless, or you did it totally on the wrong character, you have to grind it all the way up again. Ugh.
Yeah. I took a sip of alcohol and I'm just like, ugh, that was gross. I don't want to do that ever again. Side missions. I mean, some of them are pretty fun, and some of them are just like pointless a little bit. Like, there's one where you can just walk around and ask people to marry. Like, go to this place, the man of your dreams awaits you. You have to do that through all the locations to all the chicks. And it's funny because it's like you can actually go up to a little boy and say, the man of your dreams awaits. And then he'll be like, he doesn't seem interested. Like, of course he doesn't. He's a little child.
Man, I had a totally random thought. For some reason, I was reminded of that one time you did the MMD stream, and you were putting in random models with songs, and it was hilarious. You should totally do that again sometime.
Yeah, I haven't messed around. Yeah, I need to. Like, I haven't messed around in so long in that program. I should.
It's because we were talking about Resident Evil characters, and I remembered when you put Nemi and Wesker in the same dance, and...
Yeah, and then I had Gaiden doing Gundam style or something.
Yeah.
That was good. I was also thinking about turning Wonka into Trump, because somebody, I took a picture of Wonka, like, a long time ago, and I posted it, and then someone commented, like, a week ago, and was like, you know what? He kind of looks like Trump. I was like, what? And then I was like, maybe I should make a mod.
You know, he does have orange hair that's
the wavy
swept up in a stupid way.
Yeah, so yeah, that'd be kind of making sense. And then I'd make his ball be like the Twitter logo. Like, just hit things with the Twitter logo because he tweets. I thought that would be good.
Make it so that instead of making his battle grunts, he's all like Trump quotes play.
Oh.
like when he throws or when he says his or replace random lines of his with "We're gonna build the wall."
Every time he hits something or dies.
We're gonna build a wall and make the Al Bhed pay for it.
Wrong. Like every time he dies, he says wrong.
Or you're fired.
You're fired. Yeah, you pixie dumb him. He's like, you're fired. You brought me back to life. Damn, that picture.
Or put Cov Fifi on his ball.
Yeah.
Or change it, or put it on the texture of his outfit or something, the word Cov Fifi.
Yeah, I want to do his whole outfit into a suit. Like, just paint everything black, and then, like, try to make a red tie or something. You know? And then make his lips pale.
Yeah.
Because they're so, like, chap all the time. Just, like, massive makeup.
Massive makeup, make her blonde.
Yeah.
Like, make her dress white to look like a first lady outfit. I don't know.
Yeah, like, I was thinking about making her dress white, like a wedding dress. I thought that would be pretty.
That would be pretty, yeah. Change the battle themes to Ghostbusters theme.
Make everybody, like, the dress for your Ghostbusters.
Yes.
Give them vacuums. My
Her
mods are...
eyes changed there.
Oh yeah, Yuna's eyes are green. I changed it. That's what you're talking about, right,
They weren't
Yuna?
earlier. Still, yeah. They were still, earlier they were still, heterochromatic, and now they've turned green.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
the mod finally kicked in. I don't know.
Like, yeah, because, I don't know, sometimes it just gets weird, and then it's like, it doesn't register, and then it's like, oh yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Okay, can I go to bed? Alright, good. I'm gonna go to bed.
Yuna runs like Miku and Mio in Fatal Frame 1 and 2.
I missed that
She
game.
like swings her arms out to the side.
I love playing that game, but I keep turning it off because I'm just too scared. I'm like, fuck it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to beat this game.
How many times I've tried so many times to play Fatal Frame 1 and it's just too scary. Like,
Yeah.
it's not, I would not say it's the scariest game out there because you can fight back, but the ghosts are just so scary, it's intense.
I don't like, looking at the ghosts in first person. I'm just like, nope.
Some of them are really disturbing, like the broken neck girl in 2, and the headless woman, or the severed head woman in 1.
You know what? I think the most scariest one that I remember was when you had to crawl under the, I don't know, like under the building, and you hear these crawling sounds, and it's just this ghost girl, and she's like, her head's all backwards and shit, and you have to take a picture, but you can't, like, defend yourself and shit, like, it's just crawling and attacking you.
I can't remember, do you have to fight her in the tunnel?
Yeah. It's creepy. It's so creepy. Like, it took me, I had to watch people play it first to, like, have the courage to beat her. Just like, if they're scared, then there's no problem here. Like,
oh yeah, the long arms guy from 1 is really scary too. For me, he reminds me of like Slender Man because his arms are so long and he like doesn't move unless he's attacking.
Right.
It's just so unsettling.
It kind of reminds me of a Jack Skeleton because he's got like long fingernails.
Yeah. Jack Skellington is nice though.
Yeah. That movie did scare me as a kid, but I like loved it at the same time. Like Oogie Boogie was kind of freaking terrifying to me.
Yeah. He was always kind of scary to me too, only because like everyone else is so nice and he is so evil and horrible.
Yeah, and he's like kept in the dark for a while too. You don't see him, and then it's just gross when he dies. All these bugs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk a little bit.
I love the relationship between Jack and Sally, though.
Oh, yeah, me too. Sally's just like, please love me. And Jack's like, la 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 la. I don't think about that. I want to talk to you about visual novels. Have you played any visual novels lately?
A few, actually, yeah.
Cause I went back, cause I stopped for a while, I guess I slowly just stopped caring, and then I just went back to it, I get them a lot on my phone, though, so I always, switch stories and stuff. There is one, I forget what it's called, and it's kind of like it's mixed with, Alice in Wonderland, but it's Halloween themed. Okay, and it's cute. And, so you have, I guess, 7 guys to, romance, and they wake you up, because apparently you're dead, and you're a princess, or something. I didn't get all the details. And, an undead princess, I don't know, and you have to pick what guys you want to date or whatever, and... Okay, so you have this guy that looks like the Casper cat from Alice in Wonderland. but I think
Oh,
he's a
I think I know.
witch.
I
And,
think I know which game that is.
and
It's like
then
Niflheim or something like that.
I don't know. And then you have a zombie guy, and then you
Uh-huh.
have a. I think he's human, but he looks like an Irish dancer kind of guy because he's just wearing like a lot of green. And then you can date a ghost boy, and then and like a flirty king guy or something, and then they're like, oh, by the way, you can also date a skeleton, just for shits and giggles.
Oh, I know which game. I can't remember the name right now, but I know exactly what game you're talking about that has the skeleton root.
And it's just like, I don't have a lot of meat on my bones. This is like all these jokes.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I picked the ghost boy because like I love ghost boys. They don't get love.
I just started one the other day on my phone that actually has Japanese voice acting, and it's called Ikemen Sengoku, and it's a game where you are thrown into the past and you date samurai warlords who have been characterized as hot anime boys.
Yeah. There was another one too. What did I get? Okay, there's one, but I have to buy it to read all the story, which sucks. But you lost your mother in the hospital or something like that. Like one of the doctors accidentally killed her.
Kiss of Revenge.
Yes, yes.
And so you become a doctor so that you can find the doctor who is responsible and kill him.
Yes, that. And I was like, this is good. Like, at first I was like, come on, girl. It wasn't his fault. Like, come on. Get over it, you know? And then I'm like,
Yeah.
I like it now.
Yeah, it was really good. I bought one root of that,
Hi.
and it was for, I think, the main guy.
Yeah, I didn't, like, read all the stories, but I liked the guy with the glasses. Like, I picked him first. Because I was like, he knows something. Like, he's being shady and shit, so I'll pick him, see where his story goes, too. Hey, welcome back. But I was interested in the other guys, too. I like the surgeon. I think that's the son of the director who killed your mother. I liked him.
He's kind of like the quote-unquote main guy.
Okay, yeah.
That's right. It's she thinks the director is the killer, and so she's trying to kill him.
Yeah.
I liked it.
We're talking about visual novels, just in case somebody knows.
She was like a totally messed up person, but at the same time, she was a very interesting main character.
Right. What else did I download? I kind of want to buy that one too. I downloaded this one. First, I was kind of bored, but then I kind of like it. Like, I think it's called Lost Island or something. And you're on this island, and, like, at first people are like, turn back! Don't go! Don't live in that island! It's haunted or some shit.
Is this the one about the zombie apocalypse?
I think so, because apparently some kid, he just fell on the table and died, and, like, they're having a funeral outside, and you're, like, a researcher or some shit.
Ah.
We're talking about Lost Island, and we're talking about Kiss of Death. It's a visual novel. Yeah, and then...
Kiss of Revenge, I think.
Oh, yeah, Kiss of Revenge, not Kiss of Death. That'd be kind of deadly.
999 is a great visual novel. I actually read it over winter break, and I was blown away. I played the earlier game by the same creator, Ever 17, back when I was in high school. It's one of my favorite visual novels of all time. 999 is very similar. It's very good.
Is it like on phone and PC, or just PC? Like
999 has a phone version.
Okay.
But it removes the puzzles. So if you just want to play it for the story, it's like $5. I'd say it's acceptable. I played that version.
Mm-hmm.
They recently re-released the version with puzzles for PC and Vita and PS4. But like if you want to get it on your phone, and honestly, the story was fine enough. I did not mind not having the puzzles.
Right.
It's really good. It's if it's sort of like a Saw premise. There's 9 people that are trapped on a sinking cruise ship, and they have 9 hours to escape, or they all die. And it's being put on by this scary guy in a mask.
Oh,
And
jeez.
there's like multiple endings, and you have to get all of them, and then you get the true ending, and it totally blows your mind.
Have you ever played Nicole? I think we talked about this, but I just want to make sure. Have you heard of
You know,
Nicole?
I did, and I bought the full game on my phone,
Mm-hmm.
but I've been kind of putting off playing it because people have told me that, like, even though you get the different endings, literally nothing else changes in the story.
Oh man, I literally feel like it's my favorite from Winter Wolves. Like, I think it definitely is like one of my favorites he's done though. Uh, like at first, how do I word this? I mean, yeah, I don't know how to describe it. Like, okay, I love the soundtrack, and I love how things are coming together. Like, did you ever do a demo of it though? Like, do you know the
I
characters?
Yeah, I played through the free trial up to the point where it cuts off and makes you buy it. But
Okay.
I'm gonna start over because I was raising all of the stats equally because I'd never experienced a stat raiser game before, and I didn't realize that the stat you want to raise, you need to figure out what guy it corresponds with and raise that one to get that ending.
Right. I like it because I mean, it's different. Like, it's to romance. Like, I don't know. I'm like a little bit drunk, so I'm just kind of like puzzling my words here. Like, um, okay, well, I'll just say this. Like, the characters you have are the nerd boy, the jock boy. You know, it's kind of typical, you know. And then you get, this boy who kind of is bipolar, I'm gonna say. He's kind of like, I don't know. Like, he's happy, and then 1 second he's just like, what the fuck did you say? I'm gonna say that, too. And then there's the country boy, who works at a grocery store or something. I like how, when I do visual novels, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna date this guy. And then, but I don't get any points from him. I get points from a different guy. And I'm like, fuck, okay. Well, I guess I'll date this guy. You know, have you ever done that before?
Yeah. Actually, I didn't really, the first time I ever played a romance game, I didn't really know how they worked. So I was playing Yojin Bo on the PC, right? It's like the first Otome game that was ever translated into English, and I played it when I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just playing through the game as normal. Like, if I died, I'd reload my save, and I was just talking and getting to know all of the guys. Like in a lot of times in a romance game, you'll always have an option like, oh, who should I talk to? And you always want to pick the person that you want to end up with. And I didn't know that. I thought it was a chance to get to know everyone. And as a result of that, I kept running into an unavoidable bad ending like 2/3 of the way into the game because I had not picked my chosen guy. And I did not understand why this was happening to me until I looked up a walkthrough and it said I was getting that because I had not picked a guy.
Oh, yeah. I do
I'm
that
just like,
sometimes.
okay then.
Just like, I'm just trying to be friendly. I'm just trying to make friends here. It doesn't mean I want to date them. You know? And then
I
you're
know,
like,
it's
damn
like-
it.
You you barely know the guys, and they already want you to pick one.
Yeah.
Virtue's Last Reward and Zero Time Dilemma. I want to play those, but I want to get the remake of 999. What's it called? The Nonary games. There we go. The remake that has 999 and Virtue's Last Reward in it, and then play through them because I feel like I want to. I want to experience the version with the new version because it actually has voice acting first of all. And,
Oh, yeah.
see what the puzzles are actually like. But the story's really good. I'm looking forward to playing it. I've just got a few other visual novels on my plate right now. Like I started Steins Gate. If you ever heard of Steins Gate.
I think I have heard of that.
The
I think
anime
I've seen the
version was pretty
preview of
popular.
it. Like, yeah. It's so weird because I think. No, wait. Because I just, took a glass and I thought it was Coke, but then it was alcohol, and then I took a Coke. What's a visual novel you don't like? Have you ever played one and you just was like, this sucks? Like it was kind of crappily made, or yeah, it didn't make sense, or just.
I did actually. Back on the subject of really old visual novels, I played this one called Exodus Guilty, and it was it was a trilogy, and I could not understand for the life of me what the hell was going on. It was confusing and strange, and it was on a DVD, and it you couldn't I read fast, so a lot of times I skip right through dialogue, and I couldn't do that in this game, and it was apparently in the old version you could move around, but because this was a DVD, it moved around for you, and it was just a bad experience. Can't say I have unenjoyed anything as much as that. I mean, there have been some that I thought were really mediocre, but that's it.
Right. I know, sometimes when... Because I usually download, a lot of my visual novels on my phone. And, some of them I just think, this isn't me. Because they always have, they really romance it, but sometimes it ends up kind of creepy. How the guys act to you, and then it kind of just turns me off. They're just oh, I love you. Ooh, we're gonna get married. On the first sight or whatever. And I'm just no, I don't know you. No. Because sometimes I like to put myself into the shoes. But if they're just being all, touchy and, super flirty and, nope. I gotta go.
Well, not to mention a lot of times you get the surprise yandere. Some guy will seem totally normal, and then you pick him and play his route, and he goes
just
totally bonkers.
Fucking insane and stalks you. Just no, I didn't sign up for this shit. There's a... And sometimes... what was it? There was another wizard, a wizard dating visual novel thingy. I forget what it's called, Wizard School. I don't know. Blech.
Magical Diary?
I think so. Has this guy with pink hair, and then they have blonde hair, and then they have red hair.
Oh, was this on the phone?
Yes.
On your phone. Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
And then
I've heard
you sign up with your best buddy. Yeah, it's I couldn't find. None of the guys interest me. I don't just the description they put in, and the likes and dislikes. I was just meh.
Yeah, it's very much, especially with a mobile game, and you can only play a little bit a day. You have to really want to do it, or you're just not gonna do it, and it's just taking up space on your phone.
Yeah.
Most of the Western visual novels are bad. I haven't played a lot of Western visual novels, so I really wouldn't know. I've only played a few. The ones I have played, I've mostly enjoyed. I've played this really short game called Juniper's Knot that's actually very good. And I've played a bunch of games by, her name is Ebi Hime, and she is a visual novel writer, and there's a ton of her games on Steam, and they're actually really good. Those are the only Western BNs I've played, I think. If I remember any more, I'll say so. But, yeah.
Yeah, I played Winter Wolves. You know that company, right? Winter Wolves and Shall We Date?
Nicole and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I do love Nicole. I think it's because I have, it's a dark romance, and then sometimes I like it if it's portrayed good. Okay, don't make the boy good for being a killer, but make him feel guilty about it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I kind of like that view. Or whatever. like bad boy, but kind of not. He just needs someone to love him.
Yeah, because some games don't really do that well. Like, I won't say which one it is because it's kind of a huge spoiler, but one of the big visual novels that is actually available on Steam as well,
Okay.
that from
That's,
Japan that got translated into English, has a, well, I guess it originally was a secret yandere, but everyone knows about it. It's a very common spoiler, and he um drugs the main character and puts her in a cage in order to
oh
protect
Jesus.
her, among other very bad things I'm not gonna say. And
Uh oh.
he's obviously a terrible person, and in the good ending, she ends up with him and forgives him.
Okay.
Like, I'm just like, okay. No. How about no? How about the normal ending when she runs away, where she runs away and never sees him again, is the good ending? How about that?
Yeah, like I, because if you're, yeah, that's not. It's not realistic to be like, okay, he's raped me, he's done this, he's abused me. I'll go back to him, like, uh, all the freaking tortures and shit. Like, I totally had. Yeah, I messed up on this game. I totally had like eliminate enemy encounters, and I'm just like, why am I not getting any enemies attacking me? Oh, I have the ring on. Triple
Oh,
AP. Yeah, it's funny. I do okay. I love this movie. I already talked about it to you too, Heather's, cause
yeah,
that
you did.
it's so good. It's probably my favorite movies now. Like I really took it seriously when I first watched it, and then I realized this is kind of a dark comedy romance thing. So, I mean, I don't want to say spoilers, but I really want to say spoilers. It's just like, because it's like, when you watch it, you're just like, okay, bad boy, he needs to stay away from her, because you just know, you're like, no, stay the fuck away. You're just gonna bring trouble. And then you're like, oh, you kind of feel bad for him, and then you're like, oh, he's kind of insane. What are we gonna do? And then the female character is kind of like a badass, and she like doesn't really put up with his shit, Because then she slowly realizes
Yeah.
he's freaking insane, and she shoots his middle finger off, which is pretty badass. She like stops him from blowing up the school, and she's just like, "You better not fucking do it. I'm the only one that can stop you." But
I have to go
there's
AFK for like 5 minutes in a couple minutes. If I do, I'll be right back in just a sec.
Okay, that's fine.
But I'll be here just a couple more minutes.
Okay, yeah. Just in case of spoilers. Oh. Well, we didn't really say. Well, maybe the visual novels were spoilers for him, because he said he was gonna
That's
mute.
why I tried.
Yeah.
That's why I tried not to say which game it was.
I accidentally spoiled. Oh shit. This is not working. Not loading. But yeah, it's a good movie if you like kind of the dark route. And it's
Heather
like,
spoilers. Oh, okay.
yeah, it's like oh, Heather spoilers. Shit. Okay, well, it's shit. Okay, you should mute your mic for a little bit. Just like 1 minute. Right now, Tim. Okay, so anyway, it's just like high school, and it's about like teen suicide and how like teenagers go through all the depression and the outcasts in the lonely world and all that shit. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh my god, a
It
chocobo.
said I know they based a musical off of it.
Yeah.
It was adapted into a musical.
Yeah, I want to see it, but like, I don't know. I'm like afraid maybe I won't like it. I don't know. I have to be like in a right mood for musicals, because I do like them.
Yeah.
I just need to be in a singing mood, I guess.
I usually can only really watch them with other people. It depends on what it is, though. Like, actually, recently I watched film version of Sweeney Todd for the first time by myself, and it was fine. I watched it by myself and it was okay.
Yeah, I did like Sweeney Todd.
Which is why I keep telling you.
Shut up. I'm sorry, I know this game. I know the lines. Oh shit, her eyes scared me. Green! Blue. This is the weirdest herd I've ever seen. Actually, we're a bunch of freaks. Riku's so creepy. I need to change Yuna's earring. It's just, I don't really like the pink. I'm just like, eh. Well, you should see Riku's. She doesn't have a pupil or whatever. But Pain is like, heh, heh, heh. See, I told you. Riku's fucking wacky. Whoa! Did you see their faces? They totally wet their pants. Oh, I want that. Actually, I want that. I want that. We just robbed people.
Oh, fun.
And Riku's eyes are scary.
Oh yeah, they kind of started glowing green. Yuna's and Pain's are really pretty though.
Yeah. I purposely made Riku's eyes kind of scary. I was gonna put like little hearts in her eyes too. I wasn't sure.
Oh, you can do that? I guess you could by editing the eye texture.
It's Photoshop. That's what I did to her shirt. I was just like, let's put a poster on her shirt. You wanna take a look? Yeah. Let's go see Shunyun.
Oh, you play FF14. I want to get into that. Just haven't had time.
Dark Knight. Best Knight. Dark Knight. Dark Knight is so awesome in this game. Because darkness pretty much is like a magic and attack thing. It'll just hurt anything. Vagnikan. I sort of ship Yuna and Pain. I know it never will happen, but I kind of ship it. Because I just want Pain to be with someone.
Yeah, by the end, she just kind of is.
I mean, I think her and Nuge, or was it... Yeah. I think her and Nuge have a little bit of a thing, but it's not, like, a lot. You know? I think it's just, like, they had a history, like, with being friends, and then he shot them. He shot her friends, and then he shot her accidentally. Because it was technically Shuyin that controlled Nuge. Oh, I have to dance. Yeah. I don't think Pain would like Titus. Just be like, whatever.